Welcome back, everyone. I am here for my wrap up of my 1 week digital planner challenge. So, this is my own challenge of using the weekly planner through Evo Printables for this week as a work planner. I did add on some personal things if it was on my mind and I was already working in this planner. I would put some personal things in there. Um, but primarily this was focused on using this for work. So this is the Remarkable 2 Planner and Evo Printables through Etsy. They also have their planners available for some of the other popular devices like the iPad, Books, Boox. So anyway, just go check them out if you have something that's different than the Remarkable 2. Okay, so this is their weekly planner. And after I purchased the weekly planner, I was able to then, once you get the initial download off of Etsy after ordering, there will be a link in this kind of like welcome letter kind of thing, and there'll be a link which will take you to On Planner's website, and then you'll put in your information, probably like your email and your order number. I think that's how I did it. And then you will have the planner there, and then you can go through all the different options that are included in this planner. So even though you go into Etsy and you see everything that's included, pretty much I think it doesn't really show you everything, because when you go to on planners, you're going to see all the different options, and you don't have to have all the options in your final setup that you import into your device. You can actually click things off and not include it. So if you don't want the health area in your work planner, if maybe you don't have regular meetings, so you don't want the meeting section, you don't have to have it. And then there'll be various options for projects or goals, various templates for goals, and you do not have to have everything in there. You can have it as detailed or as minimal as you want. So let's go into this. So as stated last time about using tags to easily get to the section I want. And so what made this easier for me is creating a tag even for the week I was on. So I created this week and weekly planner notes. So it took me right to that section. And then I also made some other tags. So project section and let's see, GTD challenge week. So anyway, I'm just going to go to this week because this is the main area. Oh, and this is just showing me my list of tags. So so that will show me my main areas, right? Okay, so I can go here, and then I can go to this week. So I just do view all and then this week. Okay, and then now I can see it here. It says tag pages, and then I only have one page that says this week. And so I'm going into this week. There is a monthly section that's on here, but primarily when I am at work, we are using Microsoft products on our computers. And so I really don't need a monthly planner for my work planner. It's mainly going to be my weekly stuff. And I chose, because there's different options for the weekly look. You can have it where it's a week on 2 pages. If you probably can't see that far away, but I just have Monday through Friday because, again, this is about my work planner. So I went for the weekly dashboard and schedule, and it's in this layout. So you can have it horizontal, you can have it landscape as well. So my weekly dashboard, I have for my priorities, I have a couple of things written here. And then you can see your month here. And let's zoom in so you guys can really see. So you have your month here, and then look at how it shows you easily by putting lines above and below what week you're in. So you do see week numbers, number 37, schedule. So mainly I use this section for meetings. And so by doing that, there's hyperlinks all through this planner. And so since I had a meet and greet, I was going to the school that I'm going to be seeing kiddos at, and so I was going there and meet some of the staff and just go through the school building. And so any notes I wanted to write down from that meet and greet, or if there's some things I want to make sure I covered while I was there, I can go to the meeting template. I'm not going to go to any of these days of meetings, but I will just show you this Saturday one. And so you have an idea what it looks like. And so it takes me to this meeting, and you can see this is for Saturday and this is for today. And it's really simple. Okay. And then you can see the days too. So you can hop to the different days because they're linked there. And then you have your time, location, subject, attendees, the agenda, and then below you have some action items, lines, in charge, due date. Okay. And then if I wanted to hop right back without using my tags for the week, I can here's the hyperlink here. If I want to go to the monthly, I can just hit the September. And then the yearly, I think it's calendar for the year, whatever, by clicking that link. So there's hyperlinks all over. There's some up here for different sections. Okay. So let's just go back to the week. Okay. So, so this is here. It's a schedule. I just have the main meetings listed here. I have habits. I want to make sure that I am checking, what are my habits? AM checking email and PM checking email. Sometimes, when you're rushing in work, or if you work from home, and you can easily get sidetracked, maybe because somebody's getting your attention, or whatever, and then you might forget to do a certain task. So then like checking email, because I can totally get caught up if maybe somebody says, hey, Lashana, can I talk to you about this client? And I'm accommodating, especially if I don't have any clients on my schedule right when I come in. Then I'm like, yeah, what's up? And then I'm like, oh shoot, I need to go through all my emails. So, whatever. And then to buy. So this is where I said I would use it for a few personal things. So I need to get paper towels and toilet paper, garbage bags, and I did those things. And then over here is to-dos, end of the week YouTube video, which we're doing now. So I'm just going to go ahead and check this off. And then I want to schedule another COVID booster. And then here's my schedule. Okay, so you may be looking at this, and this is in military time. And you're like, maybe this is too small. Well, you can do the whole pinch to zoom out. And let me see if I can do this from this sideways. And so then I can do that. And then I can easily write whatever I want to write in on my schedule. And then I have some things that are highlighted like this, because this is more my personal things I was doing. And then this review appointments. So what's great about this is that say, okay, so I'm done looking at this view, right? And so I'll just do that. And then I know that these things that I have black and then written with white, these are things that are like reoccurring tasks every week. But I don't want to write it down every week, okay? And so what I'll do is I will go to get my lasso, and then like this review appointments, okay? And then I can either just cut it out or I can copy. And then I'm gonna go to, you know, the next week. So I got a hyperlink that will take me right there. And then I will just paste it down. I can make it smaller and go back to my pen. And so now there is my review appointments right here on the top. And I didn't have to, you know, rewrite that stuff. Okay. So then I'm going to go back to this week. And again, there's a hyperlink towards the top right there. And then we have for this week, wait a minute, let me do that. There we go. I went too far. So then we have the weekly tracker. Let's move over like this. Weekly tracker. There's some things I have on here. And then there were some things that were on here I took off for the video because it may have been some personal things. And then I also have this weekly notes section. And again, you can see there's that calendar here. So you can easily reference to, you know, the week, the current week. So yeah. And these are just some notes, and pretty much I do like some bullet journaling, but this is going to look really wonky and stuff because I removed some things, and some things I removed off here, which is, which I love about having a device like this is I can use my lasso and move it in a completely different notebook in my device, right? And so some of the notes I actually put in my notebook template. So that I could still go back to that information and do, you know, whatever. Maybe I have some things I still need to do with, I want those notes just handy if I'm making like a phone call, a follow-up phone call about a client. Okay. And so that's, you know, so pretty much this can work like a scratch pad instead of using paper and then, you know, shredding paper or, you know, tossing in the trash. I can use my device here like, you know, a scratch pad. And that was one of the biggest reasons why I did get the Remarkable too, because when I was working in a shelter, foster care shelter, I was wasting a lot. I was tossing a lot of paper, shredding a lot of paper, and it became ridiculous. So yeah. And then, so there, that's this area. And then some of the other areas that I wanted to show you guys is this GTD section in this planner. And so let's move it over like this. And so there's this ideas inbox. And then I can list stuff, and then you have direct links. Okay. And I'm going to turn it this way so you guys can see what those are. So do it now, schedule it, to-do list, current tasks, projects, future ideas. And those will take you to other sections, and then reference, and then trash. Okay. So these here, these dark ones will take you to another section. Look at that. It's a longer to-do list. And then I can easily go back because there is a indicator down in the below. It will to go back, to easily go back. But there's also these different finger gestures, and I do not have them all memorized. But yeah. And then over here is future ideas. I'm trying to get the glare off for you guys. There we go. All right, so that's that. So I'm gonna go back to my, and I have more, so I can just hit the view all. So then there's a social media video section in here. There's a September habit, and I mistyped. I said fracture instead of tracker. So let me show you guys the September tracker. And so this is the September tracker. Let's get the whole view, or as much as we can. Let's see. I'm gonna go out so you guys can have a better idea what this page looks like. So you may have seen this kind of tracker layout, maybe even cloth and paper, because they had some inserts, which I do have from one of the planner boxes, where it has this kind of a tracker. And I wrote the AM, PM routines here. Zoom in. And 7 a.m. all the way to what was that, 10 o'clock? And why did my video go off? Okay, so then there's these boxes down below here, and then with the small boxes, so you can use a symbol in these, and then put what the symbol represents, or you could use, and let's just go out over here where you have all your different pin options. Now, depending on which one of these you use, there will be various colors. Well, no, you're not going to really see all the different colors on the device, but when you pull up the Remarkable app, either on your personal device, a laptop, or computer, you'll see all your documents in that Remarkable app, and then you will then see those colors. So for the calligraphy pen, it only has the 3 colors, and then you have the different thicknesses of the pen. But let's see, the highlighter has 4 different colors: yellow, green, pink, and gray. I think this one has 5, yes. And then the marker has black, gray, white, blue, and red. So you can't use these little boxes, and just fill in. So if I'm going to use, say, the blue marker, and I would just fill this in. And then I would just use my regular pen and indicate what that blue color is supposed to represent. And so maybe if it represents where I'm doing some research. So I will just write, I'm going to get my calligraphy pen back, and I will write research. I'm writing from an angle, so it's not going to look the nicest. And so and then I could also put over here blue, because I can't see the color here. I might forget, well, what is this color? And so yeah, so actually, and then so then that blue would be here. And then for today's date, which is today's the 17th, and if I'm working on research, then I would, if I'm working on research from 11, 12, then when I go to the Remarkable app, I'm going to see that's what I was working on, because this color represents the blue color does represent research. So I know I was working on research. And then the times are up here from 11 to 1 today. All right. And then maybe I use the, let's say the red, and red is prep work or something. And then I could say I was doing some prep here around 3 o'clock. And for just part of the 4 o'clock. And then of course I would fill in the key with this color. And you can actually see there is a little bit of a difference of the shading. but you don't see the color until you go into your Remarkable app. Okay, so anyway, just a little bit, that's what that is, okay? And so then if I go back here, and then I can see all the, you know, the number of different pages, and you can see the full page number amount here. And then I can go to project section, or I can just easily go back to my week. Now I'm gonna go to my weekly planner notes, and I want to show you guys because it took me a minute to figure out, because there's so many different option of note templates. There's various options to choose from, but I want to keep using like this, right? So this is a dot grid, and then this is line. Well, you only get one page of it, but you're able to duplicate, and I did not know how to do that, right? But I was like, I know there is a way to do this. And so, you know, I was going here for this paper option, and then I was going here. Also, too, you can email your pages or whatever, or present on a screen. You can do a presentation from this. I have not figured out this whole layering stuff, just to be honest. And there's my tags. And then where you can actually type in it and go to a page number. Okay. So what I found out how to do that is if I go here, it's just going to give me a blank, right? But if I actually go like this, and I press down on my page that I want to duplicate, then I get these options up here. Tag, duplicate, send, so I can email it off. Move it. Maybe I want to move this page completely somewhere else. Well, I don't want to do that because I don't want to mess up the layout of the planner, or I can delete a page. And so anyway, I just want to duplicate. And so now I got another one, and now it pops up over here. This is the newest page. And then it gives me a page number for that. All right. And how do you know for sure? It's because I accidentally just made a blank. Okay, and so if I wanted to take the highlight off of the one I want to keep, and now for this blank, and I can move this up a little bit or move down, all right? So let's go back like that. Okay, so this page 597, I don't want it. It's highlighted, so now I can go up here and delete it because I really didn't want to add a blank page. And then it will ask you, give you a warning, do you really want to delete this page? And you can cancel it, or I'm going to say, yeah, I do want to delete that page because I really wanted to duplicate the notes. Yeah, and then that's how that works. Okay, so I've shown you guys a little bit of how this has worked out for me, but now let me give you a couple things, either things I had to consider. So I'm going to go back to this week. All right, so some of the things, and let's just do that. I don't want you guys to be all like, dang, that clear. But okay, some of the things that I noticed is where am I going to keep my paper? You know, any loose papers that I've gotten. So like when I went to the school, they gave me a list of kids. And then, well, I'm not using a paper planner, you know, with a notebook with a cover and all that, with pockets and stuff to put those papers. Well, where are you going to put those papers? And I had to really consider that. Well, there are some options. Either one, you can keep a separate folder, you know, just a regular folder, and put all those papers and, you know, take it with you, keep it in your bag. I do still carry a work bag. The other option I was thinking about, and I was thinking about that today, is, and I don't know if there is one available, I would have to look on Amazon, but adding an adhesive pocket maybe to the cover. And then, because I don't really have a whole lot of papers that I need to carry around, but that could be an option, just attaching an adhesive pocket. And again, if you can find one that, you know, the right size that would work for you, then that can be done. And then there is the whole thing of, it's a device. And planners, if you're like me, you're in the planner a lot. And so therefore that battery is going to drain maybe faster than if you just periodically used an electronic device. So then that's something to consider. Yeah. Keeping maybe an extra, you know, a charger in your bag. I have chargers that will work with my Eink device and my cell phone. It uses the same type of charging plug, you know, port, whatever. And then I have one for my work cell phone, which that's an iPhone. And the same charger that works for this device and my cell phone also works for my work laptop. Okay, so keeping your chargers with you. Then what's one other thing? I did tell you guys you can email the pages, you can print the pages. Say you don't want to have this with you all day long if you're, you know, moving about during the workday and you just want to have this to kind of reference to. You can print the page out. You can email it to yourself. Maybe you just want to, you know, since you're on your computer a lot, so you can email it to yourself, or you can just have the Remarkable app up, and then you can open the device, open up that page or template. You can open up the whole thing. And also, too, the Remarkable now offers a keyboard, their own keyboard that came out several months ago. So you can type. I don't know, since I don't have one of those, I don't know if you're able to type on the template like this. You might, but I can't tell you for sure. That's something that would, you know, you can definitely explore. And if you know the answer to that, hey, put it down in the comments. So at the end of this whole challenge, I reserve the right to switch my planner around, and I do it anyway. But I found that this works great for me as a weekly planner. Especially with the Evo printables. I mean, because there's so many different options, and I can actually go back onto the On Planner site because my login's in there, and I could say, you know what, actually, I don't like the way I have all these different forms. Maybe there's too many goal sheets in the planner or whatever. I can go in there and I can reset up how I want this and re-download it and, you know, keep it trekking. I can also delete some pages on here if I wanted to do that, but I would rather just go ahead and go onto the On Planner, because then I can really see fully every page that is going to be in the download once I've made all my choices. So anyway, so yeah, I'm actually going to continue this following week, and I already have prepped this week. I'm going to be I'm so happy. I'm only going to be going to the office one day this week, and that's Friday. Monday's a work from home day for me anyway. So, and then Tuesday through Thursday, I'll be attending a virtual seminar. So, you know, I put the CPS seminars over here and the time over here, and then it's going to take me to my meeting notes page. But because it's a seminar, I most likely, if I'm finding some very good notes, I may actually then use the notes in this planner and do it that way and date it, or use my notebook, my actual notebook template, and write all my notes, because in my notebook I actually have different sections. Let's see if I can easily show you guys. So I'm gonna go this direction, and then I have let's go like this, and then so my cascade, okay, all right, so so then I have my notebook, and let me move it for a section or for a moment. Section, and I'm going to go to the sections area. And so the section areas, this is where you can set up the different sections of the notebooks for various things. So I have training notes, therapy research, daily clinicals, and as I put it here in parentheses, erasable notes. And so yeah, and then I can maybe I'll put a section in here as a seminar notes, or I can continue using here in training notes. So yeah, that's that's an option. Okay, so anyway, you guys, that's my remarkable challenge for this week, and it's been great. It's been fun figuring some things out and sharing it with you guys. If you have any comments, questions, feel free to post them down below. I may not know the answers for everything, but if I do, of course, I will share that information back. Let me know if you would like more planner videos about Remarkable 2 and uses. And I can see if that's something I can put in my list, in my social media section of my plotter. Okay, because I do have social media. I love these project manager folders. I've ordered another set with my order for my 2024 monthly inserts from Plotter. So yeah, I can add it into here as a future video. So yeah, if you like this video, please push the like button. Please, just humor me. Push the button, and post any comments or questions, or give me some kudos, whatever, through the comments down below. And if you're not already a part of our Japanese Planner Facebook group, all that information is in the notes area of this video. And if you want to see my very first Remarkable 2 video, you can go through my list of videos, but I'll also try to link that in the notes section down below for this video, and you can go look at that. I actually had a lot of viewers for the Remarkable 2 compared to some of my other planner videos. So yeah, definitely let me know if you guys want more about the Remarkable 2. So anyway, I think this has been a long enough video. Thank you so much, and see you guys next time. Bye.